Okay, so let's try this again. I've been playing around with this for a while. I have this really cockamamie setup. The computer I use is a mini Mac, and it's a little rectangle computer. It's very small, and then I have a monitor and a keyboard and a mouse. Um, the monitor does not have a webcam, so I have an app installed on my phone. I had Googled it. It's something compatible with Mac and the iPhone. So I can use my iPhone as a webcam. So I have my iPhone plugged into my mini Mac, and I was able to finally figure out how to get the the sound input and output correct, so that my microphone is where the sound is coming from, and I can hear myself through my headphones. I used this really for the first time when I was on a Zoom. Uh, I was basically at an all day workshop via Zoom last weekend with Scott Brick, Johnny Heller, and a bunch of other narrators. And as if I already didn't feel like the out of place new kid on the block, I really was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to use my equipment. I don't even know if these people can hear me. I don't know what I sound like. I felt like I could hear some clipping, so I turned down the gain on the mic when I was talking. Obviously, people could hear me because when I participated in the Zoom in the live conversation, they answered my questions and they could hear me. So I don't know if I came through as a whisper. I have no idea what it sounded like. So I'm playing around with that a little today. Also, another reason I'm doing this video is because I am a hot mess. I'm not really. Yeah, I really am. Yeah, I'm not even going to front. But yeah, this is my rolled out of bed. This is my paint shirt. So one of the things we talked about last weekend was like increasing or paying attention to your social media presence. And so I today I was like, I'm gonna I'm gonna post some things on my story, and the first thing I posted was a video doing my coffee talk with Linda Richmond. I think that's her name. Impression from Saturday Night Live, talking about my squad goals, and then I did a second video that said, I said, I was a little misleading saying I don't have any goals. I actually have 475. And then I was editing that little video. I was editing the hashtags. So I muted my talking because I didn't want to hear that over and over while I was doing the hashtags and forgot to unmute it. So then when I posted that to my story, it had no sound. Then, and I had tried that in multiple places in the house and finally sat outside because in the previous video, you could hear my mouth noises. So I had made myself some tea to help mitigate with the mouth noises, but then I just decided, well, so as I was recording this, I was walking around trying to find my tea. I couldn't find my tea. Oh, it was so stupid. I had come in the studio for something, and I thought the tea was in here. I was looking all over for it. When I came in here, I noticed the blanket that I have on the couch smelled like my cat, Eliza. So I grabbed the blanket. I must have had my tea in my hand when I came in here, but I grabbed the blanket. I went upstairs to throw the blanket in the wash. And somewhere in that process, I ended up back downstairs without my tea. So I was looking all over for my tea while I was trying to find a place to record that the the next little story about that I really do have goals. Anyway, I don't even know how to make this long story short or how to make it make sense. But I found the tea upstairs on a bookshelf outside my bedroom across my laundry room. And I posted a picture of my tea, and I posted a long post about how I found the tea and I was looking for it because I needed it for the the story I had just posted. And then I go online to look at the story, and there's no sound. So not only did I spend all of that time looking for my tea, trying to record that thing and posting it, and then posting a long thing about it, it didn't even have any sound. I felt like the universe was saying, stop, just stop, just stop. So I decided to record a little video with my actual equipment. Maybe stories aren't my thing. Maybe video stories aren't my thing. Maybe I should just stick to what I know, which is really very limited to not much. Anyway, the blanket's in the wash. My tea is here. And it would appear that I can record a video. It does require, I wish you could see how my iPhone, I actually used a chip clip from my Zoom meeting because that worked better than any other device apparatus I had going on. But yeah, I'm trying to get the hang of this. I felt really out of my league last week at that workshop. I loved it. Oh, it was fascinating. It was so interesting, and every person on there was so unique and different and funny and quirky and brilliant. It was really great company to be in, and I was like, what am I doing here? I've recorded one audiobook, and I think the only sale of it is the one I bought. I don't even know if the author bought a copy, but I'm trying to be gentle with myself because everything that I know in life now, at some point I didn't know. I didn't know how to drive a car. I didn't know how to write. I didn't know how to read. I didn't know how to play Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And I know so much more than I knew 6 months ago, but I feel like I still don't know anything. And I'm having a really hard time being in the position of noob because I don't really know who to ask. Like, I know there are a lot of, I could hire someone to create a web page. I could hire an ADD coach. I could pay for acting lessons. There are a plethora of things that I could pay for, but and when I signed up for the workshop last week, I did that because I wanted to make that investment in myself. I really love Scott Brick and Johnny Heller, and to be able to kind of be under their mentorship for that day was really wonderful, and I felt like worth every penny. And I have invested in this equipment. I have invested in voice coaching and in having my demo made. And I have invested in ADHD stuff as well. And I don't, at some point, you, you can't keep pouring money in if you're not bringing any in. And so, like, long story short, there are just not the funds anymore for me to hire people. And I know that, there are friends, for example, if I started a new job at an agency, I would have, like when I started working in hospice, I had the other social workers with me. And if I had questions, I asked them. It wasn't like I had to call someone out. But working from a room in your house where you're kind of the only employee, well, there's no kind of, you are the only employee. Who do you ask? I feel like during that workshop last weekend, I feel like I made some friends, but I don't know even like what the etiquette or proper protocol is to ask people for feedback, or, hey, is this stupid? Or, hey, how do you tackle this? Or, can I run some ideas by you? When is it appropriate to just ask for that as a friend, as a colleague, as a fellow member in the industry, and when does it become a professional consultation? I don't ever want to take advantage of someone's professional skills, but at the same time I need some friends. Like, I can't keep paying for all of the help and advice that I need. So I don't know, but like I said, I'm doing this because I really kind of need to play around with my equipment. The last couple YouTube videos I've made, I don't think I've ever done one with my actual sound equipment. So, yeah, this is rough. Like I said, this is pretty much how I rolled out of bed. This is my paint the house shirt, even though I don't have plans to paint the house today. But I'm feeling brave enough to be vulnerable today and put my plea for help out there. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Anyway, just the ridiculousness of this morning and the whole social media debacle and my Instagram story with no sound. There are so many moving parts. It's really hard to know what to focus on. But if I'm not recording anything, none of it really matters, right? So I think I need a gig. How about that? So I don't, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Do I need the social media presence to get the exposure, to get the gig, or do I get the gig and then tell everyone how great I am to get more gigs? I don't know. I do know that my social media presence is significantly lacking in a number of ways, and part of that is my own personal ignorance of how to do some things, and some of it is my social awkwardness, some of it is my privateness, some of it is my perfectionism. It's a number of things, but yeah, I'm a work in progress. I'm a noob. I'm a total noob. And I'm just going to have to sit in the discomfort of that until I am not a noob anymore. So if you're feeling uncomfortable, you're not alone. Even though it feels like it. It really feels like it a lot of the time.